Vanessa Zamora here at PubCon Las Vegas 2009, and joining me now is Lisa Beyer, president at the Beyer Group. Lisa, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Vanessa.
Of course. So let's first talk about your session yesterday, Experts on PR and Twitter. Did you have a huge draw in the session?
We did. It was pretty packed. It was a packed house.
Very good. Well, let's get right into it. You were sharing with me that you kind of got feedback from the audience, and you're going to share with us what you heard.
Okay, great. I broke down my presentation, which was We Are What We Tweet, into a couple different categories: CEOs on Twitter, employees on Twitter, the media on Twitter. And what really kind of stuck with the audience, it seemed, was the focus on the CEOs on Twitter. And there seems to be, a couple different camps with CEOs. Some are kind of like, should we be involved in Twitter? Should I be involved in Twitter? And then there's the real passionate CEOs that have been involved in Twitter. And, Zappos CEO is a great example of one.
A couple others you mentioned.
Steve Case, I used as an example. Mashable CEO is another great example. Jeff Booth is very active on Twitter.
So if you're a CEO and you're looking to get into Twitter, what do you want to be careful of?
The advice I'd give a CEO is to definitely be open to it. And I think the first thing to do, if you're not on Twitter and you're a CEO and you're thinking about Twitter, you should first just listen. Just take a couple weeks and don't be worried about tweeting and what should I say on Twitter. Just listen to what other CEOs are saying, what maybe your customers are saying, what your competitors are saying about their brands or about your own brand, and that'll kind of get your feet wet just listening. I mean, I think that was a message that Warren Whitlock and a lot of the other sessions was people are so worried about what to say on Twitter, just listen.
I know we recently saw the release of lists we were just talking about, and where do you think this is going?
I think that the lists that just were released on Twitter a couple weeks ago, I think it's a sign of higher things to come for Twitter and business. So I think right now it's just a way that we can organize ourselves better on Twitter from a business standpoint, a media standpoint when it comes to public relations. But I think it's rolling into a bigger business picture for Twitter.
Yay. All right. Well, thank you, Lisa, for your time as always.
Thanks, Vanessa.
This is Vanessa Zamora. We're at PubCon Las Vegas, and thank you so much for joining. Take care.